I know I'm gonna talk to my son about sex, whether he likes it or not.
What age do you think is appropriate now to talk to your son about sex?
Well, little kids, they trying to get it off at young ages now.
I feel like soon as he hit
Not
double,
like sexual with
I
other
feel like he
people.
trying to.
I'm talking about himself. Wait, yeah, I ain't. Oh God.
True.
Oh, Lord, I ain't
My son's
True.
gonna masturbate one day.
Right,
Oh my God, that is fucking crazy.
Can I tell her truth? Can I tell her truth? Juju, can I tell her truth?
We are here. It is another episode of Can I Tell the Truth? I am Juby Truth, and this is
Bree Nicole,
AKA Be Nasty, AKA I Do Hair, AKA whatever. But anyways,
Yep.
First order of business that I wanted to discuss with you today, the McDonald's situation with the child.
Oh,
What do you think? So if you don't know, we'll explain it. You want to explain it or I explain it?
you can explain it.
So there is a video going around on social media of a young gentleman bringing his child, McDonald's, to his mother's establishment, house, whatever, and she has other children, and he only brought food for his child that they share. So what are your thoughts on that? What is he wrong? What do you mean? What do you think?
Okay,
Oh, woof.
he's not wrong.
Okay.
He's not wrong. He's not obligated either. He's not obligated to bring the other kids food.
Okay. But
I guess it just depends on the type of person you are. 'Cause if it was me, I'm bringing everybody food.
right.
Like, I'm not. 'Cause how would you feel if somebody did that to your child? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if they couldn't do it? What if they didn't have the money to do it? You know? How would you feel if somebody left your child out like that? That's how I think about it.
And see,
But he's not obligated. He's not obligated.
I can't even go the route of what if somebody would left my son. That's just not happening on my watch as far as
No, I'm not saying it would.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just saying, like, you know, you get what I'm saying.
I get exactly what you're saying. I agree. There is no obligation, for sure, bro. Like, I don't see why people are making a big deal out of it. Oh, my stepdaddy, bro. My brother, daddy, bro. That's cool. That's out of the goodness of their heart.
Yeah.
If they so decide to do it, bless them. You know, they were raised a certain way. But if his son calls him and says, "Daddy, I'm hungry. I don't have this. I don't have that. Woo, woo," I'm getting you food. I'm getting you food. You came out of my balls,
So
son.
I know that, but you wouldn't get no. Okay, your son at a sleepover. It's like 3 other kids there. He said,
A
"Daddy,
sleepover
listen,
is different than.
Let me finish my sentence."
Okay.
He said, "Daddy, I'm hungry. Can you bring me some food?" You know it's other kids there. You wouldn't feel just like weird as a person, just bringing your child some food and other kids looking like, dang.
See, that's a whole nother ballgame because if he's kicking it with some children, it's not just the dynamic is different. It's not a mother there that we don't know what they've gone through. We don't know how they handle things. We don't know the conflict. So is it a bit petty? Yes.
Yeah.
It's a bit petty. But why is my son having to call me to feed him if he's in your care?
Well,
You got all them kids. You got all them kids in your care, but yet he's still calling me to feed him. That's a step that's being skipped over by a lot of people.
True.
So I think we agree.
To me, if my son is somewhere and he got to call me for food, he don't need to be over there.
Exactly.
Period, point blank.
So that should be the question.
If I'm watching somebody kids, I'm going to make sure
I'm going to feed them, especially if they're mine.
Yeah.
If those are
I'm
your
gonna
kids.
repeatedly ask them, are you hungry?
You good?
You want some food? You want a
You
snack?
straight?
You know? You want
Fruit
a juice?
snacks?
Something.
If he calling me,
Then the person who watching him don't need to be watching him no more. Period, Period. Point blank.
We can dead that because we could talk about that all day.
Yeah.
But I had some aspects of a relationship, especially a marriage, that I wanted to ask you about that I feel like don't get discussed enough. Because of course people are gonna say, "Oh, you gotta be able to communicate, and you gotta like each other, and you have to be." We don't. Well, that's cookie cutter stuff. No disrespect to nobody who talks about that. But I want to do something, talk about the subjects that people don't really hit on. So I'm going to throw out. I'm going to throw out some topics in the scheme of a relationship, and I want you to tell me how it's important. Is it important? How it's important, and tell me why it's important if it is. Okay. The first aspect is conflict.
Okay.
How important is being able to navigate through conflict in a marriage or relationship?
Are you saying like to have conflict? That's what you mean? Like
I'm saying how important is it to deal with it? Because some people believe that you shouldn't have conflict in a relationship. It should be easy. It should be,
No. I feel that conflict is necessary.
Right.
Because honestly, it could either make or break your relationship. Like,
so what do you say to people that say they don't argue?
That's BS.
Everybody
argues. That's BS. That is total BS.
I think there are people that don't argue.
They may not argue, but they definitely got.
They have problems.
Yeah,
they have problems with each other.
Problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, they may just deal with it, and their conflict might look different than ours,
True.
But yeah, I feel like you need it, honestly.
How, and I feel like this is something that people don't discuss when they're looking for a partner enough. I feel like people say it, but it's not discussed enough. How important is it to know how to deal with conflict with your partner?
Very important. 'Cause I'll use me and you as an example. Like,
only example we can use.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
I could use others, but I'd rather use ours.
As we should.
For us, you deal with conflict in a total different way than I do.
Right.
You are the calm one. Can't believe I'm admitting this.
Wow.
You're the calm one.
Wow.
I'm the hothead. So I had to learn. Stop.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I had to learn that you won't receive what I'm trying to say if I'm at you.
Right.
You shut down. And to me, when you're calm, it scares me. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I had to learn how to talk to you, and you had to learn how to talk to me. So it's really just knowing your partner and knowing how they deal with certain things in your relationship.
I think that's why, and kudos, because I definitely agree. But to add to it, I think it's important to know where your partner comes from.
That too.
To see their family.
That
to
too.
see how they were raised.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you peep something, it's like, oh, okay.
That's why you
get
act
it.
like that.
That's why you move like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I will say, coming from a calmer environment, like, it's either we're really calm and we're going to resolve it, or it's up. There is no in between. We're not just arguing to be arguing.
Mm-hmm.
If we're arguing, something's legitimately wrong. Like there's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Not we're arguing and we're going to be laughing in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
That wasn't the case. So for me, it was, I spent so much time, just be honest, I spent so much time adapting to your way of conflict that I adopted it.
Oh, I know.
Right? So.
And now you have to unlearn it.
I have to unlearn it. So it was hard for me. First, it was hard for me to be like, damn, you're mean. You're rude as shit. Like, okay, gloves off then, buddy. Like, and I learned that behavior, and it got to a point where, like, I would be talking. You know how you get to talking and you don't even know what you're saying? I got to that point, and I hate being that upset with anybody, especially you. Like, when I start talking out the side of my mouth, when I start doing this, and when I feel it, I'm no longer in control of myself. And I don't like that feeling.
You ain't got to tell me.
Right. I hate that feeling. So just after having conversations like, yo, Jew, you're an asshole. Like, you
and
really
it's
talk crazy.
funny to me when people be like, y'all just have the most perfect relationship. Y'all just seem like y'all ain't got no problem. Me and Jermaine done had, listen.
I think we do a good job of keeping everything in house. People want this sense of privacy, but also they want to be related to so bad. And I feel that, like, I want people to be mad as fuck at you too right now. Like,
Yeah.
let me tell you what her bitch ass did. You know what I'm saying? I want people to feel that, but there's something in my mind that says, okay, you're not going to feel this way forever.
Right.
Do you want to make this temporary decision and cause more problems, or am I just going to eat this and deal with it with who I need to deal with it with?
Mm-hmm.
So that was tough for me, because early on, like high school shit, of course, you make statuses, but people don't realize.
You really still used to do that after high school, like after college
high school,
too. Like
after college,
you would go to Twitter. You went to Twitter. Like you would like quote like a song lyric or something, but I knew it was towards me.
Fellas.
Yeah, you stupid.
Use songs.
No, because I knew.
Yeah.
You knew I was looking at your page.
I knew, and that was me being petty, that I knew that nobody else, but that's still keeping it in house. It's petty, but it's petty. It's mild petty enough to where you know what I'm talking about, but nobody else in the world does.
So you feel like that was okay?
I feel like it wasn't the best tactic, but I feel like there could have been a lot worse done. Only you know why I just tweeted this bar. Only you know why I just tweeted this bar. And you the only one fuming. Nobody is like, damn, what's going on with him? Nope, nobody cares.
Okay.
It's just who I want to read this shit knows it.
So that goes along with conflict, right?
Yeah.
So you feel like stuff like that is okay to press your partner's buttons? You feel like things like that is okay? Because I
feel like
wait a minute. You always cutting me off. Shut up. If I was to do that
when
to
you leave, I'm gonna be talking again.
I know you is. If I was to do that to you, Jordan, you wouldn't talk to me for like a day.
If it was, would
wouldn't.
Okay. If it, let me reiterate. There could be a line in a song that fits the situation that we're going through at the time.
I feel like that's petty.
Right? It's petty, but I feel like it's just enough petty to where it's like, I'm not letting anybody in our relationship, but you feel it, because I know you're lurking right now.
But to me,
so yes, read this.
But okay, but
I don't do it anymore though.
You don't. But
I don't do it anymore.
You don't, because I would have been left you. We too
over that.
far in the game
but
to be doing that.
That shit was like the perfect. Because when you, especially when you used to not talk to me. Oh my God!
I didn't talk to you.
Yes, you would go without talking to me.
You was the one who didn't talk to me. I was the one where I'm like, let's get this figured out right now. You the one who needed space and all that.
Nah, and maybe you're right, but it would hit harder when you like. You was the hang up queen. Oh my God!
I was, because I knew it pissed you off.
Oh my God! You was the hang up queen. Oh, a word.
I know you going
off. I'm listening to some Drake song, some sentimental ass song, and you reading it and you like, damn, this shit about me. Yes. Yes. If somebody did happen to people be like, oh, it's just a song, bro. Just a song. I just wanted to tweet a song. That's it. So I'm going at your neck, but I'm keeping people out of our business at the same time. Effective social media argument.
Oh my God.
Effective. But I don't do it no more though.
We don't do it no more.
I've been delivered.
Me too old for that.
So we say all that to say it is important to know how to resolve conflict with your partner. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't discuss, especially, and before I move on, especially our older couples. Man, if you seen
they feel like it's just one way to deal with conflict.
Or not deal with it at all.
At all, yeah.
You see older couples and
that's what I'm saying. That's their one way. Like they just feel like we're not gonna talk about it
until I can bear to talk to you again. Get the fuck out of my face.
And if I die, that's
right.
It.
If I died, you just gonna have to eat.
We just not gonna talk about it.
Man, I feel like the newer generations are way more open.
Mm-hmm.
They're way more receptive to talking to each other and working through things. Or if they're not gonna work through it, okay, let me know why this didn't work. I feel like we're good at that as a generation. The older generations, niggas was going through shit. I'm learning shit about family members from back in the day that I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like they did that?
Right.
He did that? They
And y'all ain't dealt with it yet.
ain't dealt with it yet. So I feel like, I feel like us as a new generation deal with conflict better. There's still some dickheads out there.
Oh yeah,
For sure. And that's dickhead is gender neutral.
You gotta make sure you put that.
Dickhead is gender neutral. It is not male oriented. It's not female oriented. It can be either or non-binary. We include everybody. All of y'all can be dickheads because there are some who claim everything that are dickheads.
Yeah.
But yeah, conflict is important. Moving
Very
on
important.
to something different. How important is a sense of humor in a relationship? Can that make or break a relationship?
I guess it just depends on who you are. If that's something that you would want in a relationship. I feel like
that's huge though, because Pete, if shit I find hilarious is not funny to you, think about how much bonding we do with laughter.
Me and you have two totally different.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
It's
babe.
not as different as you think.
You crack up at Dave Chappelle. I hate watching Dave Chappelle.
I'm so sad that you said that on record. Like I'm upset.
See, like I don't hate Dave Chappelle. It's just not funny to me. Like,
but okay. Let's
because I don't understand his sense of humor.
Let's dive into it. So we have similar senses of humor, but there are certain things where you might laugh at that I might not. But I'm talking about, say, you know how we do movie quotes. This is funny, blah, blah, blah. If I cracked a joke, if I could go a day, all day, cracking jokes, and none of them are funny to you, I'm fucked. Like, we laugh at least, we gut bust laugh at least once or twice a day. And I feel like if you don't have, if what I like isn't what you like completely, that could break a relationship.
It could. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because if you constantly sitting there like, what the fuck is she talking about? And like, you cracking up.
Literally nothing in common.
And you're cracking up like
I don't think I could be with anybody who, like, if I was to give you a Friday lyric and you didn't know what I was saying.
If
like,
I can quote a movie.
We can't.
And you
and you can't finish it.
Your stupid ass always go, what's this from? What's this from?
I know. Babe, I know what this is from. I know.
If I can't do that with you, that I feel like that's an aspect of our relationship that's lost.
Yeah.
Because there's certain shit you do say, and I'm like, well, if that happened all the time.
Babe, what did I say the other day? It was I think it was one of BJ and Laney's hashtags I tried to make up. Remember?
Something stupid as hell.
What's in it for me?
And I said, nah, baby, you gotta go back to the drummer.
So
you
funny.
thought you was killing it.
I thought it was so clever.
So I think sense of humor is very, very important.
Yeah,
because if we don't find the same things funny, then shit.
I agree.
Moving on. Is it possible to have a successful marriage or relationship and your sense of music is not the same?
Yes.
You think so?
Because we have one.
But we meet.
But it's not all there. Like,
I'm going to keep it G with you.
You are a very musical person.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
And this is
You put me on a lot.
This is a rough subject because I'm so
What?
I'm so passionate about music.
I know.
And like some of the shit that I find so like intriguing, and I'm like, bro, did you just hear how he did a fucking double entendre and quadrupled it and boo, and you like,
but you're an artist though, so you know that I don't know that stuff. I don't know that stuff.
And I'll be listening to shit and I'm going crazy and you like
you be in a different
did
dimension.
You hear? You know what fucks it up sometime though?
What?
When you like sitting there with the blank face and I'm like, bro, did you just hear what he just said? What'd he say? And I'm breaking the shit down and you just don't get like, oh, but that hurts my feelings so bad because it'll be something that just touches my heart, like that nigga spitting, and you like.
We can have different music styles.
You can have different music choices.
I think it's different in our case because you listen to all different type of music.
Yeah.
So I couldn't go wrong with whatever I listen to.
I feel like there has to be an overlap somewhere. If I was just straight classical and there's nothing we can like, how the fuck you gonna have a first dance? Or there has to be a song that you share. Music is so important in a relationship.
We know our first dance song. I'm not gonna say it though.
Right. There you have to have that common ground at least
we have common ground. Me and you, we love R&B music together.
Facts. Like, can you imagine not if I brought a concert to you, like, and I'm like, oh, if there was nothing that we had in common that we were both excited about, that's not fun.
Yeah.
If I had to drag you to a concert just because I wanted to go and it's always like that.
But some people do it.
That's tough. I can't imagine that. Like, this shit sucks. Why are we here?
Some people do it.
I pray for them.
Yeah. So you can't.
What's a concert that you know I would love that you'll be like, How well do you know me? What's a concert that you know I would geek out over and you would be like, I'll go if you want it, though?
I don't think there are any.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm. I don't really think there are any.
See, that's a love language.
I really don't, because I'm thinking like some of your favorite artists that I don't really listen to, but it wouldn't be like, I don't want to go. Like I didn't like Smino at first, but when I went, I was like, oh my God, I'm amazed at this nigga.
I really put you onto a lot, honey.
I said that about 5 minutes
I'm not even
ago.
just talking about music.
Like what?
I changed your lifestyle.
Here you go flattering yourself again. You done did it about 7 times.
I've changed your lifestyle. I'd like to credit myself with broadening your horizons.
You know, your pride is very unattractive.
You don't think so?
It's very unattractive.
I'll let you say it. It sounds better when you say it because I know you want to say it.
It's very unattractive.
Yeah, I'll wait till you say it.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it. I think I stroke your ego enough. That could be another topic one day.
We're going to talk about that. Speaking of stroking.
What we going to talk about sex. That's what I'm talking about.
How important is sex in a relationship, in a marriage? How important is it?
Very important.
How so? What aspect?
Very important.
What aspect of
All of it.
Frequency.
All of it.
The different kinks.
If they know your body, what
Right.
you like, what you don't like, everything. Mental, physical,
This
everything.
is a whole episode in itself.
It
which
is.
we
I
will
think
probably
you
talk
should
about.
probably not talk about this yet.
No, because I mean, sex
Sex
is an everyday topic. Question: since we on it, why is sex so taboo? And nigga, literally everybody is a product.
Because
of sex.
it was made to be like shameful.
Is that religion's fault?
Religious fault?
Is that religion's fault? Do you think
Maybe, possibly.
Bible thumpers like, we're not gonna talk about sex in my house, and literally that be the first thing? Like, if a little girl gets pregnant, a young girl gets pregnant, or a male teenager has a child, like, but you wouldn't talk about it. So why are you upset with me? You didn't teach me how to operate and move, knowing that there's a possibility I could dive into it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's religion's fault. I feel like it was just made to be like a shameful thing to talk about. Like it was.
Why though?
It was an embarrassing thing to talk about. But
I agree.
know.
It is embarrassing, but I think there's been a stigma put to it. Why has it been so stigmatized? What
I
you
don't
think?
know. But I know I'm gonna talk to my son about sex, whether he likes it or not.
What age do you think is appropriate now to talk to your son about sex?
Well, little kids they trying to get it off at young ages now.
I feel like soon as he hit
Not
double,
like sexual with
I
other
feel like he
people.
trying to.
I'm talking about himself. Wait, yeah, I ain't. Oh God,
Shit.
oh Lord, I ain't ready for that.
My son's gonna masturbate one day.
Right,
Oh my God, that is fucking crazy.
Let's just not.
What if you catch him?
Oh my, Lord, take me down. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't even, no.
I think I would either laugh or be really, really like distraught. Either or, no in between.
I feel like I would have to like go on a vacation after that.
But I remember those days when you first find out. Life changes.
But did you ever get caught?
Hell no.
Okay, that's what
I'm
I'm saying.
swift. I'm not even gonna tell you how it started.
I don't remember.
A lot of long showers.
Okay.
A lot of long showers.
Okay, we're done. You're done. You're done. Don't tell your son that, please. Don't tell him that. I mean, he probably gonna figure it out anyway, but oh my God.
I don't even know how I figured out how to masturbate. That's crazy.
I mean, like, kids talk, you know?
No, niggas didn't teach me how to masturbate.
But did I ever tell you, do you remember in middle school, like, did y'all ever have, like, a notebook with, like, a friend and you were writing it and then take it to the next class and then write it and give it back?
No, that's some weird shit.
You don't remember that?
That was some girl shit. I ain't do that in middle school.
Bro, I remember in one of the books I wrote, I was horny. I didn't even know when I was horny, and my mama read it.
Your mom read it?
My mom freaking
Your
read it.
Your mom knew you was a freak mama?
I wasn't doing nothing. I didn't even know nothing about being horny.
An aspiring freak mama?
I was in like 6th grade. I didn't know
nothing. At 12?
Bro, I didn't know nothing about being horny.
What were you thinking?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not. We're not having a little girl.
I don't know.
She's gonna inherit that. What? My 12-year-old. You're a freak mamaness.
Oh my God.
And you do some wild things.
Jadaine, stop.
I don't want a little girl. If she's gonna be like her mother, hell no.
Well, how do you think I feel towards a boy?
It's easier to digest.
No, it's not.
It's definitely easier to
for him to be a hoe.
No, my son is handsome with pretty eyes. You're right.
Exactly.
Because I was handsome,
light skin,
but
pretty
I didn't
eyes,
have the eyes,
curly hair.
I didn't have the eyes and the hair. Yeah. No, I'm gonna have to have the talk early with him.
Duh.
Early. What age? What age you think is appropriate?
I'm gonna say when he hit double digits.
Double digits?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that might be too late. That might be too late. Dad.
Bro,
it was wet, Dad.
We get our opportunity story. I can't say it. He'd be so mad if I told this story.
I'm not gonna. No, don't put them out there. But I feel like we've had a good conversation, enough to wrap it up.
Yeah, but we need to go more in depth about sex.
Yeah, freak mama over here. You've been at it for a while, since 12.
I was not doing nothing at 12.
Let your journal, let your little traveling notebook.
You know where I learned it? Because my parents didn't talk to me about sex till I had sex with you. They didn't talk to me about it. Movies and stuff. You hear stuff.
That's like, troublesome.
You know, I didn't know nothing about that.
I'll keep. This is the last thing I'm gonna say before we the benediction.
Oh God.
My father.
Is he gonna be mad that you saying this?
No, he probably laugh when he hear this. My father found out I was like wanting to be active, right? I don't know how he probably went through my little phone or whatever, and he goes, "Hey, come downstairs." I said, "Okay." An odd array of items on the table. There's a bottle, a condom.
I think you told me this story.
I know that was it. A bottle and a condom. And by this time, I'm probably like 12, 13. I know what it is. I know what to do with it. But I've never used it before. But this is when porn became accessible. I know what the deal is. So he goes, "So you out here trying to have sex, huh?" And I'm like, I didn't say anything, man. In my mind, I'm like, "Fuck yeah, nigga." Like, yeah, yes. And he like, "Put this on." Mind you, I don't peep the bottle at first, right?
He was about to put it on you.
I just stared at it, and I'm like, my face must have told it all. I'm like, yo, this nigga just asked me to put a condom on in front of him. What kind of freak shit my dad on? And he must have peeped my face. He said, "On the bottle, dumbass." And I said, oh, okay. So I put it on there. He was like, so you know how to use one of these? Yes. So, this protects against whoop de whoop de whoop. You don't have no kids, whoop de whoop de whoop. And that was literally my sex talk. It was about 2-3 minutes. I returned upstairs. And that was that.
I can't remember if we even had a sex talk.
My mom, it was just like a switch flipped and she just started talking crazy. And when I hit a certain age, I'm like, yo, you're wilding. But I think I'm going to have to be straight up with my son.
You're going to have to be, because how he's growing up is not how we grew up.
Nah, yeah.
Stuff is way, and then
there was no
genders
OnlyFans
and all that.
There was no OnlyFans back in the day. Can you imagine if your 5th grade teacher would have had an OnlyFans and you found it, or somebody's mom had an OnlyFans and you found it?
Well, his generation gonna be finding everybody mama.
Hey yo, if I would have been 10 and found one of my classmates' mom's OnlyFans, what? Hey, your mama got some nice ass titties, boy.
Oh my god.
Hey, you know how much you had to fight back then?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Probably be fighting for the rest of your life.
Boy, what? That. You saw my mama's everything, or my sister's
and
everything, or my auntie's everything. OnlyFans?
No. Something else.
A
don't
Pornhub.
I said don't say it.
Hey, that was in the pandemic. I was
we
thinking
were
of Money
great
Place.
In the pandemic. What you talking about?
I was thinking of Money Place. That's all.
We increased in the pandemic.
Shout out to unemployment. But
heck yeah.
I knew it wasn't gonna last forever. So I'm like, nigga, the world about to end.
And
so we need to get some money.
Sex was the way, right?
Yes, I would sell my body to you for monetary gain.
You're not selling it to me.
Yeah, I am, because I'm knocking you off and people are paying to see it.
You are sitting, allowing others to fornicate off of our pleasure.
All I did was set the camera up.
Okay. We're still working on it.
We're still working on it.
We're still working on my husband.
This has been another episode of Can I Tell the Truth? Thank you for tuning in. Catch us. Do we want to pick a day to do this? A certain day to drop these?
Yes.
Well, we'll talk about it off camera. Yeah. Can I tell the truth? The truth has been told. I am Jewy Truth. This is
Bray Nicole.
We out.